Alright. Let's see. Hey, we are... Well, we're recording. And... Let's see. At any rate... Why am I back here? Whatever. What? Let me... Thank you, finally. Oh, that explains how them work. Okay. So this car probably shouldn't be this fast. We're looking at a BMW Isetta, or I don't know. I'm probably butchering that too. Yes, I want to go back. Why would it set me in the Lego world when I exited in the regular world? So, I don't have just ridiculous cars like this. I've obviously got some actually decent cars, like a Lancia Stradale, or, well, a couple of other cars. Ford Mach 1, Mustangs. Some pretty nice cars. But this video isn't dedicated to the nice cars that go fast. This video is dedicated to the really funny cars that shouldn't go as fast as they do. Such as this BMW that I have is actually originally only supposed to go maybe 40 miles per hour. It's only got a 18 horse motor to start out with. And it's kind of funny. I went and took off past this Lamborghini and left him in the dust and got up to 152 miles per hour like it was nothing. Okay, let's find a decent vehicle that I can use to get around. I don't know. I think I need to upgrade that. There's the car that we need. This is a car that's super tiny and just goes like stink. Okay, let's see. Where is... Now, I've been up all night playing this. And let's do things the proper way. I made a proper drag car out of one of the tiniest tiniest vehicles you could imagine. And it's not bad at drifting. It's kind of funny to think that you could create a car like that that has no reason whatsoever, no business going 114 miles per hour and just boost it up to that speed like it's nothing. This actually sounds like a proper race car. Okay, so with this game taking place in the UK, you would think all the cars would be, well, right-hand drive. Well, I mean, I would think that, but a good amount of these cars aren't right-hand drive. A good amount of them are left-hand drive, which is what you would see in North America. $161. Well, it ups the Porsche. That's yeah, you know what? Why not? Okay, so let's see, where is it? Okay, so 1,479 horsepower. It doesn't say the 0 to 60. Okay, so let's go with the next best thing. I have some cars from Pagani, and let's use this car as an example. So this is a extremely good car. You will not hear me make any complaints about Pagani about how they make their cars. It's extremely fast. 2.8 seconds, 0 to 60. 5.11 seconds, 0 to 100. It's a fast car. A proper fast car. Okay. So now we have this BAC mono, which I've upgraded. This car is like a go-kart. A land-going, road-taking go-kart. 1.5 seconds 0 to 60, right? Understandable. This is gonna upset a lot of people. .06 seconds, 0 to 60. It blows that Pagani out of the water. Because it is just so small and so light that it makes it look like it sits still. I would expect this car to beat it easily in a drag race, right? I mean, a BMW Isetta, they were gorgeous cars. But 2.669 versus 2.067. I think I'd have more fun in the little BMW. So we're going to just, I don't know, I'm going to see if I can find a drag strip on here to go to. Or someplace that I can just let loose. Let's. So this is the car that you use to upset anyone driving a Lamborghini. This little Pikachu car, right? Why? This is why. A proper drag car, that is. I have never seen a car like this just absolutely take off. By the way, that is my Microsoft account. No, I can't chase someone down if I'm spinning out. Okay, I know. That would be so embarrassing. You're driving around in your Lambo and this itty bitty little BMW goes speeding past you sideways. Wait. This. Okay. There's very few cars made by Ford that I actually wouldn't mind owning. Mustang Mach 1, 1971, absolutely gorgeous car. Escort, this is more made for rally. This was basically one of the best cars that I could say I've seen. Made in the 30s, modified for modern day track racing. And it's very, very rare that I would actually say that I'd want to own a Ford. Typically, I stay away from them. Most modern cars made by Chevrolet, most modern cars made by Dodge. Why am I doing this all the hard way? So, say KTM, Lamborghini, Lacia, Land Rover, Local Motors, Lola. One of the few cars I can honestly say I wish I owned. And even though I wouldn't be able to really drive it anywheres, and even though I really wouldn't be able to do much with it, come on, this is just a gorgeous car. The T70 and T70 Spider were two of the most beautiful cars made by Lola. And that right there is a V8 made by Chevrolet. All of this was done for the Can-Am race series that no longer exists. These cars were specially designed to push the limits of what's possible. I can actually buy this? I want it, but at the same time, I don't. And it's weird. What are you? You are weird. That answers that question. But cars like that Lotus and let's see. That's obviously not one of them. But this one. This right here. They had two designs. They had this black with the stripes. And let's see if someone's properly made it. Well, they had three. They had the number 6 and the number 1 that you would typically most likely recognize. These were actually cars, well, colors and rivalries for the cars that were used to beat Ferrari and every other automaker out there to let everyone know that Ford was on the map as a major competitor. And there's a reason for that. It's because Ford was tired of people just not taking him seriously when it came to racing. And honestly, nowadays, companies here in the US have just gotten lazy. You don't see innovation like what you see with the Koenigsegg cars, such as the Agera. You don't see any innovation such as with, well, Lamborghini's obvious idea of, hey, let's make a car that looks like a bug. Honestly, 9 times out of 10, most people would agree with me. Their cars look like, whatever. Doesn't matter. But seriously, can you honestly say Ford right now is producing a car that could compete with, say, the McLaren F1? I don't think so. I might get a semi on here. Or say Chevrolet. Do you think they're really going to be able to compete with the CLK GTR? This was made in the 90s. This car was not made for anything other than track racing. They did make some that were made for domestic use on roads. But really, do you really think that Dodge, Chevrolet, Ford, or any of their subsidiaries are going to make a car right now that could compete with the CLK GTR that was actually made for customer use? I don't. I don't think that at all. And the only reason that I complain about this thing is because you've got so many people in other countries that think that the US is full of just absolutely tripe as far as the mindset of the people. I'm not going to deny and say that it's 100% not, but I mean, come on. We used to have creativity here in the US. And you don't see it anymore. You have people like me who want to own a car like this S7 right here, but can't afford to. So you have people out there who are trying to build up cars for racing and stuff like that. And then you've got the EPA, which is a federal group supported by the government, saying, oh, well, we need to go and limit cars so they can't go and be used as going from domestic to racing. How do you expect, if people aren't able to do that, how do you expect the auto industry for U.S. domestic companies such as Chevrolet or Buick or GMC, Dodge, basically all of them, to really think, we may need to go and compete with that? We don't even make that car, but we need to compete with it. I do like that car, but I would never want one. I kind of like this, but it's just way too much. So we're going to see what we can do with Willie's Jeep. Wow, that's creative. Let's just do the most creative thing in the world and pick out the most bland colors in the world. Yay. Military green and tan. Such great, absolutely great colors. I better not do that. I might want to. Okay, so that's. And this is US terms of rounding. That is a 2-liter motor. Okay, now I'm going to point something out. See, right here, this whole dip in the torque. Well, being as a turbo runs off your exhaust as to spin up the the impeller on it in order to force more air in. At low RPMs, you have absolutely no boost, which is where you get your superchargers. Now, what they don't have on here are your dual charge setups, which use the supercharger for your low end, and then as you get up to higher RPMs, it automatically will switch over to the twin turbo or single turbo setup that you have. And the reason being is that while this is good for low end, it's not good for high end. This is good for high end, but not good for low end. So obviously it's It's basically going to take a little bit of time for either of them to really make their apex. And once they hit it, well, this one's apex is going to be a lot, and a lot, I mean a lot less stable in the beginning. This one has a very gradual slope, just the same as this one. But with a turbo, you can just get a bigger one if your motor will allow for it. Let me state that first. Because you'll end up having to lower the compression, or you can blow up the motor pretty easily. I don't know. Which do I want to go with? Let's make some people angry. Why? You gotta be kidding me. Alright, fine. I'm trying to go and make this as fast as possible. We're going with that because, quite simply, it increases my acceleration. That big of a difference. Jesus. Sports style multi-piece. That's ugly. That's ugly. Braking distance 185 foot. Good lord. Why? Just out of all the colors you could pick, why yellow? Hmm. $95.9. It doesn't look half bad. I mean, I might go with them. Screw it, we're sticking with the rim sets already got. That looks so weird. Them rear look good. The front, if you put them on both the front and the back, it's still, there's no way to make that look good. Really? Okay, you know what? Let's find the lightest weight. 7. Ew. -28, I think, is the lightest we can go. Which gives us a few decent options. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. Personally, not something I would ever go with, but if only it didn't have Oz on there and the biggest letters they could find. Seriously, we know that that's your company, but that doesn't mean we want to see giant yellow letters on a yellow background. And now we're going to need this. .07, 5.9. 6.151. We're going with that. Again, ridiculously fast for no reason. Extra weight to go and keep the wheels on the road and increase the contact patch. But then we're reducing the weight. I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to ask. I could afford that on here easily. So let's take this for a test run. Jeez. Let's do our typical drag. So let's give the benefit of the doubt. We're about as straight as we'll get it. Let's see, can we actually hit that 200? We did. We hit 200. And then I went off road. Okay. I think it's alright. Alright then. Let's get this thing going. Stop trying to turn. Let's do a jump test just to see. And of course I hit a house, because why wouldn't I hit a house? Yeah, that's just great. I love when I hit buildings. Just love it when I hit buildings. Home again, home again. I did not just see that. Me doing that beforehand. No, never. But it makes you wonder, honestly, if you can do this in a game, what can you do in real life? If you had a budget of basically, let's say, limitless budget, could you honestly make a gremlin go like there's no tomorrow? Javelin AMX, yes. That was one of them muscle cars that was up there with the Camaro and the Mustang back in the 70s. I kind of like this car. I kind of really like this car. It reminds me of a frog. How do you not look at that face right there and laugh? Yeah, I gotta have it. Because that little frog smile looks funny. Every time. Okay, so that's an inline 4. Let's customize it. Let's just see what they have for this. 0 to 100. I wonder why it failed. $45 horsepower. I mean, it is a small car, so plus when it was made, they didn't need it to go any higher than 45 horse. Now, here's another little thing that most people don't really know. Is this set of tires has tread. What most people assume that means is that it has the grooves in it. That's not 100% true. Well, yes. I will say that it does help to have them grooves in wet conditions. On a straight track, where it's not at all necessary to have to worry about water or anything like that. So you're drag racing at this point. You want the most amount of contact with the road as you can get. Two point 2.8, 2.794, 2.794, 2.7. Let's go with this. It says race, so let's assume it's good for that. Without knowing actually what's going into it as far as what companies are making the parts, can't tell how durable it is or anything like that, but well. Who needs friends when you can have a metal bar next to you? Hmm. 165. Okay. $214. Jesus. Now, this. I don't know what to say about this. Did I make it better? Did I ruin it? I I don't know. I mean, it still looks like that little frog-faced car. Okay, did it do anything to this? Nope. 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 Okay, so let's... I feel like I've committed some sort of crime by modifying it to go 190 miles per hour. I mean, it would have been impressive back in 58 to see a car go that fast. Because cars didn't go that fast. Holy cow. It's kind of sounding like that little two-stroke I have on my bike. You know, all the pops. Ah. I get the feeling I shouldn't be doing this, but it's so funny to watch. When frogs attack. What if I don't wanna? In real life, I would be dead. Again, I would have been dead from that too. That's why video games are nice. Okay, now I feel bad. I feel bad for what I did to that car. Why do I feel so bad for what I did to... I know why. Shut up and let me do it. Seriously. Now, I'm pretty sure I went and made so that no one else can hear me because I turned it off in the settings of the game. I don't want to be that annoying person that's sitting here on their mic streaming. Yes, you just lost yellow. It's such a shame. But trust me, if I could catch you guys and hit you guys, you'd lose more than just a bike. Whoa. Yeah. I can't. Nope. I can't. I gotta make this because there we are. Not my problem. Did that one guy just hit the other guy? Ah, great. I didn't finish first, but I came close. That's fine. I was hoping I'd get to ride a motorbike. Uh, Say I'm foolish or whatever, but I kind of wanted to. You know, I can't go and ride a motorcycle on here or anything like that. Alright, where is it? Past it. Yes, deliver the car to me. But it's kind of funny watching a little frog faced car, and that's what it looks like. I'm not going to take that back. Go somewhere as close to 200 miles per hour. At any rate, y'all know what to do. I think I've taken up enough time and 2 live streams and 1 session of me being up. That's insane. I'm gonna see what all I can do, and I'll see everybody next time on here. Do all the good stuff y'all know how I do. Thanks for watching. And if you have any suggestions for any of the other cars on here, leave it. And if I can afford it on the game, if I have enough credits, I'll try your suggestion. That wasn't supposed to happen. Any rate, I'll see everybody next time. And